Hello everyone, today I'm here to review a book for you. So it's like my first book review of September. I am sorry, I've been really failing with book reading this month. It's been a very weird month for book reading for me. Either way, the book I'm going to be talking about today is Warcross by Marie Lu. I loved this book so much. I'm sure you've heard a lot about it. It's been floating around everywhere on BookTube and Instagram, and I have been interested in it ever since I heard it was coming out because I love Marie Lu. Marie Lu also wrote the Legend trilogy as well as the Young Elites trilogy, both of which I read and really enjoyed. Warcross is very different from both of those trilogies. So her Legend trilogy was very big on dystopian because it came out when dystopian was very, very big on YA. Her other trilogy, the Young Elites, is very, very dark, very kind of just evil, if you will, because it's about like kind of a villain. This is so different from that. This is a fun sci-fi book that'll make you smile and make you so invested in the story. So basically what this book is about, we follow our main character Mariko, and she is 18 years old. She lives in New York City and she's not doing the best. Her father has died previously and she's kind of really struggling with money. She makes her rent just barely by being a bounty hunter on Warcross. So basically Warcross, the name of this book, is this virtual reality game. So we have this man named Hideo who made this, thing called the Neuralink, which is a virtual reality world. So you put on these glasses and you're in a virtual reality world, and within that he created Warcross, this game to kind of introduce everybody to this Neuralink, and it became a huge hit. Everybody, and I mean everybody, plays Warcross. It is so popular. So because of its being so popular, there's a lot of people that kind of gamble on Warcross, that bet on games illegally and things of that nature. So pretty much what the police do is send out these bounties for these people that are gambling on Warcross and things like that, and pretty much anybody can be a bounty hunter. You just have to find the person that you're looking for the police, and you will get some money. So Mariko makes her living by being a bounty hunter, and she really enjoys it because she's also a very good hacker. She's good with coding. She's been good with coding ever since she was 11. So getting the story, she's trying to collect this bounty that she really, really needs because she's not going to make rent this month, and she doesn't come up with it, and she's very, very sad about it. So later that night, her and her roommate are watching the Warcross championships on their glasses, and she glitches herself into the opening game, and pretty much the story takes off from there. So what Warcross is, pretty much picture Warcross is a very epic game of capture the flag. So the team, I believe, has 5 players, and the captain has this kind of gem floating over their head called the artifact, and basically if you're on one team, the object is to get that artifact from the other team. It quit essentially being capture the flag, and each person on the team has different jobs. One's an architect, and they can find gems because there's other gems scattered throughout this game, to like dynamite or like speed agility, to try to help change the world around them and things like that. We have a person that's a thief that tries to steal all of the other gems. We have another person that just pretty much helps heal everybody on the team. The game is very, very interesting. Like, I pictured a lot of WoW while reading this game. I love the way it was set in this virtual realistic world, and it's just an amazing. So pretty much I'd say if you read Warcross, just picture it as a giant, insanely epic game of capture the flag. So like I said, Mariko glitches herself into the opening game of Warcross. It's a call the next day from the creator of Warcross himself, Hideo, and he invites her to Japan and really needs her help to solve a security problem that's happening in Warcross. And he needs to fix this problem before the Warcross championships unfold, because every year there's this huge epic championships where you have 10 teams that narrows down to 2. And basically that's what this book is all about, like this really epic game of Warcross and Mariko being a coder and hacker, and her trying to figure out the security problem that's happening. And she's also really enveloped in this game of Warcross, and it was such a fun ride. This book is so fun. I was skeptical about going into it because I've heard so many people say they loved it, and sometimes books can get overhyped on BookTube. There's no secret in that. I've read some that I was like, oh, it's not that great. I've also read some hyped books that were really worth the hype, and I'm glad to say this is worth all of the hype. This is like, I can't stop saying fun. It was such a fun, definitely serious notes in it because it deals with a lot of sad things, but it overall was just really, really interesting and so fun to read about Warcross and how Hideo made this Neuralink and made Warcross, and reading about coding and hacking and just the gaming world overall. I am not a huge gamer, I will say. I never really have been. I was involved in World of Warcraft a long time ago. I got kind of addicted to it, so I had to step away from it. Marie Lu makes a Leroy Jenkins reference in this book, and I was like, oh, you have my heart, Marie Lu, because if you play WoW, everyone knows that meme and that YouTube video. But I just, like, I loved that it talked about the gaming world. I loved how she explained it. I loved that it was set in Tokyo. And it also is such a beautiful, diverse book. A lot of people in this book have different ethnicities, people that are disabled in this book that are represented beautifully, I think. And overall, it's such a awesome book. I could see making an amazing movie. Now, I don't know if that will happen or not, or whether it will be good, depending on how they make it, but if they did it right, this could be an awesome movie. So, basically, I'm not going to spoil this book for you at all. I just want to tell you what it was about and why I recommend it so much, because if you're just looking for a fun book that'll make you smile and make you really invested in this game, like while reading this, I was like, I am there. I am in these virtual reality worlds of like ice and glacier, and the next time it's on like this mountain, and the next time we're on like this ocean. It is just so much fun to read about. So, of course, I gave this book a 5 out of 5. I could not put it down. I thought it was just amazing. The romance in it was also amazing. I wasn't expecting romance, but I'm happy it's in there because I'm a romance girl, and I loved it, and I loved it. And I also loved our main character, Mariko. She's somewhat not a likable character at first, but she quickly grows on you, and she makes mistakes much like anybody would. I thought she was very realistic and very much like a lot of other people, and I highly recommend you read this book. It's a fast read. It's a little bit over 300 pages, but it goes by quickly, and I just loved it so much. So if you're looking for a gaming book about fun and hacking and coding and all that other things, please pick up Warcross. I loved it so much. And like I said, it's very much different from Marie Lu's other books because her Legend trilogy is very dystopian, very dark, and her Young Elite trilogy was also a very, very dark fantasy book. This one's kicking it back to sci-fi, and it's just a fun sci-fi book at that, and I really adored it. So yeah, like I said, 5 out of 5. If you've read Warcross, let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. Did you also love it as much as I did or not? I would love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.